The eyes of the mad dog. Look into his eyes, junkyard dog, and see what real fear is. See what it is, junkyard dog, to be a mad dog. When two dogs lock up, it's dog eat dog. Dog eat dog, junkyard dog. And there's only room for one dog on this planet. And that's the mad dog. Oh, junkyard dog. He's gonna make you beg. Beg. Beg like a dog that you are. You're gonna beg for mercy. And he will show you none, for the mad dog backs up from no man. No man, junkyard dog.
Here he comes down.
He didn't look back and he wasn't there. He had to go back and look at this. My goodness. All my years in wrestling, I've never seen anything like this guy.
The most unusual athlete in the WWF for sure. Uh-oh. Some of the fans chanting Weasel.
That really irritates Heenan. He doesn't like that at all. It really upsets him.
Look at that. Heenan backing off and in the ring. Londa's drop kick. And another one. Look at this.
Boy, pretty good drop kick.
Oh, wow, what a headbutt. That'll bust him wide open. To the ropes. Off and into a bear hug. And then from there into the buckle. He knocked the whole buckle down. Look at that. Incredible strength.
Boy, he really drove him hard. You can see how much.
Look at that, the missing link. My goodness, just eating this man Londas up alive. Oh, the link's likely to. Does he have that man? Oh no. Look what he's doing. Ramming his head into the steps. That's incredible. Bobby the Brain Heenan yelling at him.
Look at this. He wants to hit that steel post over there, and Heenan is stopping him. Hey, nobody's head's that tough.
said, of course, that in a moment we're going to be seeing the six-man tag team match. And let's take a look once again at certainly perhaps the strangest member of this group with Kevin Sullivan. I'm referring, of course, to the Purple Haze. And, well, I think this will give you just a faint idea about the personality and the philosophy of this man.
Come over the state again. You see, Blackjack Mulligan, the robe has never been filled. When the Haze left, when he went to the river and swam from the river of the dead and has arrived again to do my bidding, act by himself, Habuddin, Blackjack Mulligan. You said to me, conjure up anything you can. Well, Meha Singh was conjured up by me and Habuddin. Now the Haze has returned from the sea at last to do my bidding in the war against the family, because you see, darkness has many forms. Darkness comes in all shapes, and darkness shall rule again, because Blackjack Mulligan, there is a weakness in you, and the weakness is your heart. The goodness that lies in you, Mulligan, will be eradicated. I will drive it out of you, because the Haze himself has returned from the dead. I've always got what I've wanted. You know, when the Road Warriors came here and claimed that they would drive the golden spike through my whole family, it never happened. When Dusty Rose came and said that he'd end my career, it never happened. When Blackjack Mulligan came, when things were real bad, I went to the Mystic One himself, who traveled all the way from Singapore. And when I got on my hands and knees and crawled through the sand 200 yards in the middle of the day, I did it to purge myself of one thing, to get what I've wanted. Now there's one thing in Florida left for me, because my family has gained strength. My family has grown together once more. We have joined forces because the last battle is among us. Blackjack and Superstar have united. Big and strong they are. Big and strong they'll fall, because my ultimate plan, as I've ruled Florida, now is to rule wrestling. And I have the man that will come to me and give me the World Heavyweight title. I always get what I want.
Mr. Sullivan, would you mind telling us the real reason that you saw it fitting to bring the chairman of the board to Florida?
As you know, Mr. Colt, now the NWA and the Infinite Wisdom and people in the promotion, if you understand what I'm talking about, have made it a real unwritten rule, and everybody that watches this program and everybody here knows that no member of my family has ever been given a world title shot for one reason. The reason they say is undesirable characters, people not befitting to wear the world heavyweight belt. Well, I say this, there's prejudice in everything. What I believe in is my convictions. I was taught this way. I was floundering the sea of life one time like Meha Singh, who came to me. The Purple Haze was given to me by the chairman of the board himself in my darkest hour. The chairman of the board enlightened me on the spiritual warfare in this world. And now, because of this, the chairman of the board has come 13,000 miles for one reason. I have controlled the state of Florida and controlled most of wrestling. But the World Championship belt has eluded me, not because I can't win it or any member of my family. It's because the word, again, they say, is undesirable characters. I have never recruited a man. But in my hour of need, I realized that to control this wrestling world, the World Championship would have to come to me. And as the bones were rolled and the soothsayer saw, Lex Luger will be the next World Heavyweight Champion. I have never
Wait just a minute. Let me interrupt you a minute. You might be able to control the weak, small minds of men like the Purple Haze and Luna and Bob Roop over here, but I don't think Lex Luger is an imbecilic small mind like some of these people. I don't think you'll ever control this man.
Well, I'm going to say this, Buddy Colt. I agree with you. He's not imbecilic. He's not a small-minded man.
King Curtis, do you feel that Lex Luger is going to join the camp of Kevin Sullivan?
Before I get into that phase, undesirables, I would like the camera to come in. I want you to put it on the Purple Haze's face. You put it on Meha Singh. Come right into Meha Singh's face. I want close-ups. You come right in to the Prince of Darkness. Buddy Colt, these are tested veterans. And I am most disappointed in you because bring the camera right in on Buddy's face. You were the first friend I had here, and I know how the devil lurks down in your soul.
Well,
it must be hard for you to be so good.
I have traveled with you, Curtis. I have flown the skies with you. No man knows you better than I do. And you have lowered yourself into degradation now that you are with Kevin Sullivan.
Buddy Colt, we know you belong in your heart and your soul to us. You can deceive everyone with your different hairdo and a different color your hair, a suit and a tie, but we all know you because you're tried and a true veteran. And Luger is going to be the man that writes the greatest page in wrestling history in the state of Florida, right for the Prince of Darkness, because he will prevail, and you know.
And you can choke on your righteousness, Cole.
Well, let me tell you, Lex Luger might very well be the next world champion, but I doubt if he will be under your control, Chairman of the Board.
It was a long swim to the river of the damned and forgotten. When I left the river in decision, I had to swim through the tunnel of memories, and I remember it all now. I remember that I cried out. I remember that I asked for your name. And I remember that the yin and the yang can't go together. That the moon and the sun can't rise at the same time. That there can't be daylight and darkness. That there can't be good and bad together. I know there can't be lightning without thunder. And I know that there's a mirror image that the people see in me. Every time they cheer my name, they think of you. I want you to know now, you, the brightest star in the sky, the one that we all look up and admire. You see, Starcade is coming. Starcade, the night of stars. You were the one that sent me to the river of the damned and forgotten. I haven't forgotten, and you'll be damned.
What you see standing before you is the great Kabuki. You have heard many things of him, and now you are going to have the chance to witness the greatest athlete known to man today. I don't care if it's Tom Boogaloo Shaft talking about tough man competitions on Boogie Street in Singapore, brother. You couldn't even walk down the street. You're talking about what you're going to do to the great Kabuki. You will hear a lot of people tell you a lot of things, how they're going to beat this man up. and how they're going to put him out of wrestling. But nobody, Gene, no one in wrestling today can look you right in the eye and say that they have a 1-2-3 over the boogeyman. The great Kabuki is a master of all the martial arts, not just karate, kung fu, zen. He is also a master of ninja style. You Oriental buffs will know what I mean when I say ninja style. This man comes from Singapore. He comes off the river, and he's in Texas for a purpose. And that purpose is to do what Gary Hart wants done to the people that he wants it done to. And if the green misses you the first time, it may not the second, Gene.
The opponents to my left, with Fritz von Erich, Kevin von Erich from Lake Dallas. Across the ring, Gary Hart presents from Singapore, the great Kabuki. David Manning, referee.
Now Gary Hart and Fritz von Erich will be on the floor during this match as seconds. As the fans are already chanting, we want Fritz. They want Fritz in there for all he's worth. And I'm sure if Gary Hart doesn't mind his business, we may see Fritz involved. Here we go. Hold on to your seats. As Kevin von Erich, a personal vendetta against Kabuki for the attempts against Brother Kerry. Just so lucky that he was unsuccessful in criminal injury. And look at Kevin doing it. Boy, Kevin von Erich is really rolling. There's just no stopping him. Look at him, putting everything he has in. That is hatred against Kabuki. As they roll outside the rope, and boy, David Manning is really going to have his hands full. Kabuki and Kevin von Erich tied up there under the rope. As David Manning can't do anything. As the fans are really, most of the sportatorium is on its feet. A tremendous crowd is on its feet. Thrown in, oh, and look at that thrust kick. What a move by Kabuki out of nowhere. And Fritz von Erich is almost going after Kabuki himself. Here he comes. And Fritz von Erich is trying to keep Gary Hart in his chair while Kabuki slaps Kevin down again. The bedlam, the mayhem here. As Kabuki now has his clutch on that tender armpit area of Kevin von Erich. And the pain is still evident against Kevin von Erich as Kabuki continues to work. Fritz reaching, but not getting. Oh, and again. David Manning now putting Gary Hart back. As the great Kabuki from Singapore, the martial arts expert, is working on the heated rival Kevin von Erich again in that same tender, sensitive area. And Kevin von Erich may not be able to take much more of this. There's so many things in this hatred between these two. The Kabuki situation. Away. The fans are on their feet. They're out on the floor now. Here comes Fritz and Gary, look out. David Manning trying to keep things under control here. He's really got his work cut out for him. This crowd is standing. Look out, it's Fritz and Gary. Hart throws Fritz away. And Gary Hart is angry, while Fritz and Hart are on the floor. It's Kabuki and Kevin again in the ring. Oh, what a match. Oh no, it's King Kong Bundy. Bundy has come out of nowhere. Kevin has Kabuki in the ring, but King Kong Bundy has come out of nowhere and is stomping Fritz von Erich. Here's Kevin out to go against Bundy to save his father. Look out now, it's 3-on-2. Someone's going to have to get in here to stop this. Kevin Von Erich is just beside himself. And Kabuki's back in. There's the bell. Officially, this match is over, but as you can see, there's lots more to come. Kabuki and King Kong Bundy against Kevin, and there's Fritz back. Fritz against King Kong. Oh, this is just unbelievable. I never knew it would go this far, at least tonight anyway. As Gary Hart tries to restrain Kabuki. Here's the decision.
Outside interference.
Both men have been disqualified. There will be no winner here. Both men disqualified as King Kong Bundy came out of nowhere, and the fans are not pleased with that decision.
Confusions, anarchy, genocide, Armageddon, defeat! I suggest that all members of the so-called Heart Mafia, or Vice Busters, research the meanings of these words and study them well. Because while Jupiter, Mercury, and Mars align themselves to form my powers into their most hideous extreme, these words shall define your futures. Bruce Hart, Brian Pillman, bad company, that anonymous feeling of being watched constantly. The heat that follows behind you everywhere you go is the ascending spirit of the beast snipping at your heels, and soon its sharp dagger teeth shall sink into your flesh, ripping you to shreds!
Jason the Terrible, the 270-pounder, in the ring against Hiro Hasse. One fall, 45-minute time limit. We're well past the 5-minute mark, moving toward 10, and that's Jason up top, the man in the mask. I've never seen him without it. He gets him well wrapped up, turns him over. Has he got him? Jason is in all sorts of trouble now. Hasse pouring it on. Here's Zodiac. He threw something in his eyes. What a bunch of nonsense.
And now he's coming in the ring, and both men are going to be beating on Hiro Hasse, who's temporarily blinded. The referee has disqualified Jason the Terrible. He wants to stop this pounding away at young Hiro Hasse. The bell ringing, and it's madhouse time in the ring. Hiro Hasse paying the price for the dirty tactics and interference of the Zodiac and Jason the Terrible.
When you think it's safe to turn the TV back on, I'm bringing something to ICW. The fearful Radamias. Thunderbolt, listen to that name. Radamias, the Terrible. Randy Savage, I called up Radamias. Ronnie Garvin, ICW. Radamias is coming. And I can promise you people, if you haven't been scared lately, if you haven't trembled, if you haven't been shocked a little bit later, I can tell you ICW, Oxbaker sent for the Terrible Radamias. Thunderbolt, Garvin, Savage, Leapin' Lonnie, that name Radamias will burn in your brain, because I am bringing him to the ICW.
I don't know, we'll take this time here. We'll see Humongous in action in just a moment, but Bob Von Jerchy and myself produced a new video on Humongous. Let's go and watch that now. looked as if Dick Murdoch was about to take on the champion for the North American title. Whoa, look at that. Dick Murdoch tied up with him. Look at the power.
Murdoch with a bewildered look on his face, and I'll tell you what, it takes a little sizing up. Murdoch's been in some tough brawls. There you see Sir Oliver Humperdinck. He has really got a find as far as a physical find in this match. This man's 6'8", as they said, looks to be well over 300 pounds.
Well, Jim, Sir Oliver Humperdinck has managed some of the top talent in the wrestling world. Look at that.
Murdoch down.
Murdoch comes with a lot of velocity, but they're both staggered. Murdoch with the elbow. Murdoch with the elbow, and he hit that mask, it looked like. That elbow's put down some tough men. That mask seems to, I don't know, Jim.
Look at the strength of this man. He's got Murdoch up, and Murdoch weighs well over 270 pounds.
Jim, right to the forehead.
He's hammered away, and he's opened a laceration over Murdoch's eye. Oh! This man is phenomenal.
He's vicious. He's still attacking him on the floor. Carl Fergie trying to break it up. Carl Fergie trying to break it up, and Murdoch has really been lacerated severely. He's press slamming Murdoch back into the ring. My goodness, Jim, this man is powerful.
I have never seen anything like this specimen. Never in wrestling have I ever seen anything like this. Humongous. Oh! That flying headbutt, and Murdoch is severely hurt. Murdoch has been deeply lacerated, and Humongous. Now, with his version of the Shinanomaki, Humongous has got Murdoch, and Murdoch is in so deep trouble. Dick Murdoch. This is stunning the crowd. The crowd is hushed. They can't believe what they're seeing. Dick Murdoch being virtually manhandled by this phenomenal athlete.
Carl Fergie checking the arm. That's twice. If he goes the third time without a response, he calls it. No!
Kamala, 6'9" tall. Kamala, 385 pounds. Kamala, the crudest man known to professional wrestling today. Arms and legs as large as trees. As strong as some of the largest animals known to man. Kamala, 6'9". Kamala, 385 pounds. Kamala, the Ugandan giant.
And coming into the ring right now at somewhere in excess of 6 feet 8 inches tall and somewhere in excess of 385 pounds from Uganda, Kamala, the Ugandan giant.
As the introduction, Tim Horner in the green tights, held back by referee Jerry Usher. And the far side, we see Kamala, the Ugandan giant. Bill?
Oh, Boyd, I don't know. I'm sitting here flabbergasted just like you are. We'd seen the advance promotional on this man, and we still don't know who controls him because, as you can see, his valet, or his second there, is completely masked. He's in camouflage gear. As I said before, Reeser Bowden had guessed him. Looks like about 6'8" and 385 pounds. He's from Uganda. We're told that he's not a skilled technician as far as wrestling goes, that he's just a mean, tough, rugged individual that uses that size and that strength, and he'll fight. Usher calls for the bell, and here comes this big, huge man. Oh, all that power. And he's really hitting the corner. Boy, I don't know what to anticipate here. I don't know what his favorite moves are. You and I'll just have to watch, but he's certainly got the power. Look at him. He's just treating Tim Horner, who weighs some 218, 220 pounds, like a rag doll. And as he... He really, look at him, he's just wiping out Tim Horner.
Skandar Akbar's on the scene. He's waving. Here comes Kamala. Here comes Kamala. He's got a 2x4. Kamala whacked Andre the Giant with that 2x4. He hit Andre right in the head with a 2x4. Ladies and gentlemen, that's broken down out here. Kamala. Tony Atlas has drop kicked Kamala right on the chin. The 2x4 went flying. Hacksaw Dugan back in there. Andre the Giant, his head split. The referee calling for the disqualification. Kamala circling Andre, circling him like he's a wounded animal back in Uganda. Those are just. Kamala just slammed Andre the Giant. I've never seen anyone human.
Who's zooming who here?
What?
He is trying to say this is a 3,500-year-old mummy, or Prince Karis, as he calls it.
Spirit.
Spirit? Is that what it is?
Prince Karis.
It's a very big spirit.
Here he goes. Are you doubting what Darrell Van Horn is saying?
Judge.
Say what you mean, Les.
I'm doubting. How's that?
Doubting.
That work for you?
Okay.
This guy's large. There's no two hours about it. Whoa!
That's a big clothesline.
Look here. Van Horn grabs Horner's ankle.
Wait a minute. Karis turning something on his arm.
Now what's going on?
He turned. He adjusted something on his forearm.
He loops that big tree-like arm down onto Tim Horner, and Horner drops like he's been poleaxed, Dutch. Wait a minute. Here comes the dirty white boy with a chair. What's going on? Is he going to help Tim Horner?
We got visitors. What's this? Woo! He bent that chair. He just knocked him down.
What's going to happen now? Look at this. Dirty White Boy is covering Tim Horner. He's protecting White Lightning.
We got a face-to-face now. The White Boy recently moved back to Bucksnort, Tennessee, waving the chair like Joe DiMaggio. Darrell Van Horn holding Prince Karis back, but I can't imagine. He bent that chair. That's a metal folding chair. But Prince Karis did not go down.
Now, for the non-believers, you understand, Dutch, there are those people who say that Prince Karis is not who I say he is. Karis, usta la mea chakia no siatoata, usta la mea salatayasa. Now, I would like for you people to watch this. You think you can hurt this man? I'm proving a point, Dutch. I am proving a point. Watch this! You think you can hurt this dirty white boy? You think you can hurt Prince Karis? Guess again, you clown! Not a chance in hell!
That's huge news right there. I mean, Paul Heyman is taking ECW to Monday Night Raw. What the hell is this? Wait a minute, Joe. What is it?
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the Zombie.
A zombie? A zombie? The zombie? Is this a rib? What is this? I can assure everyone watching the world premiere of ECW on Sci-Fi, the zombie is, well, not an offering of ECW or Sci-Fi. The zombie? Hey, look, I spent a lot of time in ECW. What the hell is this? I never saw no zombie. Look, he's an ugly looking SOB, and I don't think he's the new breed unleashed, that's for sure. That's riveting right there. What the hell is this guy about? This is laughable. What the ECW for long? Oh, no! God! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Oh, welcome to the world of extreme. ECW rule styles. Do it any way you want. Look at that! The White Russian leg sweep! Sam